What's up, guys? Chef Yoda 4x4 and Yoda Tech. This is the end of the driver's side CV. I had done a video, the battery died halfway through, so I'm just going to do a quick one here and try and just to show you the tripod bearings. I mean, just a little marking and stuff, but they look pretty good to me. So what I was going to ask you is, I had already asked, but basically this cap is what came off. As I dropped this down off the studs and was going to pull it out, this cap just kind of fell off, and I noticed that the tripod joint was pushing on this. So obviously I think what happened was this had come out, and then this caught on the outside of the hub and wasn't going back in or something, and actually pushed this wherever it was bound. It pushed this cap right off. These look a little more rounded on the ends right here. They all look similar. Have a little hump kind of in the middle, and they don't look to be damaged on the inside, like something's been wearing hard on them or anything. So I don't know. The grease is all spotless. There's no rust, no dirt, nothing in here. Nothing made it in. I haven't removed the torn one yet, so we'll see. But that wasn't torn very long. It was only torn for like a couple miles of wheeling. You could see that CV, and the splines obviously are good, but and this one right here looks good where it sits inside the seal. This one looks a little bit more but I don't feel anything really with my fingernail. I mean, just slight wave, but nothing. It just seems a little it's odd. That one, this is the one that tore, the passenger side, but the driver's side one looks like a little more worn than the passenger side one, I guess. The driver's side one. These splines as well look good, so should be good to go on that, as long as all of this is okay. You know, putting the cap back in, I was thinking of, you know, clean these all out, knock the cap back out, and I didn't put it in all the way, but as you can see, it's sitting on the edge kind of here. This is how I just tapped it back in lightly. This is how it's supposed to sit, actually inside of there. And like I said, this is where the other one is. So it's not actually in there. It's supposed to be all the way in. So I'm just going to have to tear this one off and see if there's something that's supposed to be retaining this. It doesn't seem as though there is. Just the boot, you know. And this boot was a little bit loose, the clamp on this end, but you know, I just cut them off and remove them, and they were all full of good grease and everything. These bearings also seem to be fine, and just try and show you from another angle here. I don't want to damage this tripod or anything, but you can see that there's no binding at all. They seem to be running fine. You can hear the grease, but it's kind of gross, huh? So, all in all, unless something failed here, I'm guessing that it just pushed the cap off of this end and has caused my problem that I'll have to just tap this cap back in. I'm hoping that that's the case and that that's okay. I've never really come across anything like that in any of the threads I've read. So also, I get into this boot in different areas, I can start to see where it's, you know, dry rotting, you know, like a tire, like an old tire. And then I showed you the other spot on this one, actually, before I pulled the boots, where it was actually tearing. So these look like, I don't know, hot spots or whatever. They're pretty much evenly spaced around. But like I said, The tripod joint and bearings look good and turn smoothly on here, all of them. There's no noise, no clicking, no binding, nothing. Everything seems smooth, so I assume that's good to go, and I can tap this cap back in once I clean it all up, brake cleaner, get it nice and dry, and then tap the cap back in and pack it with grease, reboot, and good to go. I just have to pull this off, put the new outer boot on first, slide the new inner boot on, put the tripod joint back on, and then slide the boot back over it onto this one. I've heard that the inside, you could see this is actually thinner here than here. So, I mean, this one, the inner boot, the outer boot gets on the smaller portion here for some reason more easily, and then I've heard that the outer one, when you go to put it on, the smaller portion that goes here is actually very tight getting on here, and they say that FSM says to wrap it in electrical tape, and as you're dragging it and working it on there, then obviously you have to have the clamps ready and on the inside, and then as well on the outside over the outer part of the boots before you clamp them onto here. I might just go to my machinist buddy and have him put the clamps on instead of buying 2 new tools at this very moment, but we'll see. That's it for now. Just wanted to show you the inside of the outer CB joint and the inner CB joint that goes inside of this. I'd call it, I guess, a housing, but like a hub, the inner CB hub for the tripod. Tell me what you think, guys. Anything, any input you got, I'd be grateful. I'm still doing the videos and such, but it's kind of got put on pause with this. This happened right in the middle of a video, so alright, thanks. Any info you think on this, which feels perfectly smooth, but just, I'm going to clean everything up. This part's smooth. And let me know what you think. Alright, thanks.